One of the bigger mysteries of the upcoming Exodus game is who is CC Orlev, the character voiced by Matthew McConaughey. Right now, I think that CC Orlev is a Deva Celestial named Emrys. Why would this Celestial present himself under a different name? I am not sure, but let's take a look at what we know about each of these characters. Deva Celestials are often lone wolves who stay in other communities. Among Celestials, changelings and humans too. They usually stay for some time and slowly share knowledge with the locals, but only to those who they deem worthy, or those who have proven themselves in some way. The lifespan of a Deva is unknown, and if they decide to stay in a human community, it usually means they are around for several generations. They are familiar with the ways of other cultures, including other Celestials, and they can be valuable guides, teachers and mentors. The Deva are very unpredictable about what they find important, and you can't really depend on them if they decide to help or how. Maybe they will save your life, but maybe they will just silently watch the events unfold. You also cannot rely on what knowledge they can provide. Their mind is a combination of several semi-independent clusters, and the current knowledge and personality depends on which of these clusters are activated and in what way they are connected to each other. In the end, the Deva are enigmatic even to themselves, and they can never explain how they know what they know. Emrys specifically is described as an ageless wanderer, scarred by countless regrets. He claims allegiance to the Elohim and takes on the role of a patient mentor guiding his select companions with a rare, attentive fondness. Emrys will almost certainly be in the game. Each Deva Celestial develops their own unique appearance. If we compare the silhouettes on the companion page, one silhouette perfectly matches Emrys' look from the encyclopedia. That is a huge part why I think Emrys will be one of the companions, and as such, he will play an important role in our journey. Now let's take a look at CC Orlev and what the developers have already said about him.
You're going to see and hear about the impacts of your decisions through, well, hey Chad, how do you refer to that again with Matthew's character?
He's going to play somewhat of a mentorship role to you and kind of giving you insight into the choices you've made, and then ultimately probably influence the decisions you make going ahead in the rest of the game, because you're going to have insight from him that you wouldn't otherwise have.
Matthew's role in the game is a really important one. Matthew McConaughey's character will have a big presence in the game from the very start until the very end and the epilogue of the game. And I think and there's also a twist with his character, of course, because you know how much we love twists. So, but that's all I'm going to say there.
I will be voicing a character in this game, and all I can say is that I will have a unique relationship with every player.
All this information already made me think Orlev might be a Celestial, but after learning about the Deva and Emrys, I am almost completely convinced those are one and the same. Let's link what we know about those two personas. Orlev is going to have the role of an enigmatic mentor, which is precisely the description of Emrys. Deva Celestials are ageless with an unknown lifespan, which perfectly matches with Orlev's presence throughout the entire game and his signature phrase, yesterday, today, tomorrow. The fact that Orlev forms a unique relationship with every player and him sharing unique insight near the end of the game also perfectly matches the Deva personality. The Deva only share knowledge with those who are deemed worthy, so during the game we will be slowly gaining his trust before he decides to share his unique insight. What insight is that? The center point of the game's story is fixing Leiden's Archimedes engine, an Elohim creation. What better insight can Orlev provide than some lost Elohim secrets, which he certainly has if he is truly Emrys. Orlev's unique relationship with every player also fits the Deva description, as the Deva's personality and their pool of knowledge is partially shaped by their surroundings. Exodus is not supposed to be a linear game, and it should have many branches and important decisions. As we shape our character, maybe our actions and personality also shapes Orlev's. Each player may see a different personality, each player may unlock different part of Orlev's chaotic Deva mind, and all that will decide their relationship. What about the twist mentioned about Orlev's character? Research suggests that the Deva may have a dark history. Old records and ancient ruins show us that there was a ruthless warrior celestial civilization during the Remnant era, and members of that civilization resembled the modern Deva. Some theories say that this civilization was so powerful that they could challenge the Elohim themselves. We do not know if that actually happened or if this civilization actually developed into modern Deva, but such conflict could be the reason for the Elohim disappearance. It is unclear if that knowledge is even known to the Deva themselves, as it could be locked deep inside their minds, either as a means of protection or punishment by the Elohim for the Deva audacity. Maybe this is all connected to Emrys's regrets. Maybe he was somehow connected to the demise of his own race. Maybe he caused the demise of the Elohim and he will share his dark memories, which would make me personally very happy because meeting the Elohim or someone who remembers them is one of the things I want in the game. There is one last piece of the puzzle. I went back and rewatched the videos narrated by CC Orlev, and I noticed something. It's not about the shared information, but about how they are delivered. Every line feels warm and composed. Even the Marayama narration sounds more like a bedtime story rather than a warning or even a horror story. And all that time while I was watching, I couldn't shake the feeling that all of that was delivered with a rare, attentive fondness. Just go back, watch the trailers, and let me know if you feel it too. Finally, there are two reasons why I am only 99% convinced about my conclusions. First, why would Emrys call himself CC Orlev? What reason does he have to use a different name? I was thinking maybe it is an artistic alias. After all, Emrys does travel as a reclusive musician. Maybe he wants to hide his true identity. Or maybe it's for a reason that is locked inside his mind and even he doesn't know. The other caveat is that Emrys was revealed in the encyclopedia before he was officially revealed as a companion in the game. I do think this companion will be Emrys, but this whole reveal just feels a bit odd. Why would the Archetype team reveal him this way? Or did they think we wouldn't connect the dots? It just feels weird, but who knows? Maybe it's just a mishap in the development process. So that is my theory about our mysterious CC Orlev. I would like to know what you think. Do you agree with this link, or am I just overthinking everything? Let me know in the comments. The game is planned to release sometime next year, so not too long from now, and I can't wait to learn the truth. If you enjoyed this video and want to know more about Exodus, check out my other videos where I talk about the lore of the game, and subscribe for more Exodus content in the future. That's it for today. Have a great day, and see you next time.